Imprints of Honor is a program that connects students and veterans for one-on-one interviews that work to honor veterans while at the same time help develop future leaders. Imprints of Honor Executive Director Michelle DeMuro joins us now, along with Barbara Hatch, who founded the program. Good to have you both here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Barbara, we'll start with you. Why did you what was all this about when you got this started?
Well, students saw the movie Saving Private Ryan, and they wanted to know more of the behind the scenes, what went on. So at the time, those veterans were in their 70s. So we reached out in the Valley, and we didn't find so many of those, but a lot of other veterans from World War II especially were ready to talk.
Yeah, and
perfect match.
Yeah, it's a perfect, and talk about that match. What really goes on here? The students basically just do an interview to make sure that those words aren't lost, huh?
Yeah, the students will conduct an interview with the veteran. We utilize the Veterans History Project sample questions at the Library of Congress, and they are taught, listening skills and opportunities to ask follow-up questions to really capture that veteran's service story. But also, why did they join the service? What lessons did they gain from it? How did they apply those to maybe additional careers or the rest of their life? So they're getting not just first-person history, but they're getting, a character and civic education as well.
And what grade levels are we talking here?
7th through 12th, but we also do work with some college students.
Interesting. Barbara, each story now is preserved in the Library of Congress. Is that true?
Most of them. I mean, sometimes you inherit a story another way, but they are videotaped. They could be audio taped, and then they're archived at our National Library for future generations. I can still listen to those tapes we did 21 years ago.
Talk to us about your reaction. When you first started doing this, is this what you envisioned it would become?
No. I was a classroom teacher. I taught for 40 years history. So you just start, and veterans had been coming to my classroom already. But this was a chance to go extra and get deeper into the stories they were telling in the 20 minutes maybe in a class. And so going out to their homes, and an interview could last for 3 hours or longer.
Yeah.
And really getting that is so powerful for students.
Michelle, what got you involved in this?
I got involved, I'm in my 11th year with the program, and I started out as a consultant with the organization, helping them with fundraising and then board development, and they were looking to bring on their first executive director. It was all volunteer run.
Yeah.
And I was intrigued and was excited to kind of take on that opportunity and that challenge.
Talk about the impact on veterans and the impact on the students asking the questions, because again, it's two trains here.
Sure, yes. So for our veterans, sometimes it's the first time ever sharing their story. Each year, anywhere from a quarter to a third of our veterans are sharing their story for the first time. And so that opens up that conversation with their family for ongoing conversations. And their story is preserved, and students write it and publish it in a book. And so that book becomes the family heirloom for that veteran. Also, every year, about 2/3, as many as 85%, will tell us that it was a very cathartic experience for them in some way. And they feel like, and 100% say they would recommend another veteran to participate. For our students, they are building, their academic skills with writing and history, but they're also having opportunities to increase leadership skills, and they're developing a mentor relationship with their veteran.
Yeah, I imagine some of these students, have you noticed a difference before they start the interview and then after the interview's over?
Well, usually we already get pretty good kids.
Yeah.
But watching them, I've known some of them for close to 25 years, and what they become and their values. Just one story, one boy is a doctor, and he said when he has to talk to the families, the elderly families, the skills he learned talking to elderly veterans and getting to know them has helped him his whole life, because he is a pretty quiet boy. So I see that all the time. You're so proud of them that teaching, they're meant to surpass you.
Yeah.
And who they've become is impressive. And they're the best of who we are.
And the impact on these veterans, as you mentioned, it must be very rewarding to see.
It's a win-win.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Where do we learn more about Imprints of Honor? Where do we go?
If you go to our website, imprintsofhonor.org, we have a veteran page that talks about the program from the veteran's perspective and how they can sign up to be involved. And we have a student page that talks about it from the student side or the education side, how to bring the program to your school or how to participate as an individual.
All right. Michelle DeMuro, Barbara Hatch, good to have you both here. Continued success and congratulations on your success.
Thank you.